Hi, everyone. My name is Hannah Nilsson, and this is my session 3 informative speech on painting. So, I'm going to talk about the beneficial art of painting and the different things that kind of go along with it, the benefits of it, and why it's a good hobby. So, painting is a creative and fun hobby. It has lots of benefits. If you're someone that struggles with any type of mental health ailment, depression, anxiety, seasonal depression, any of those things, it can really help you. It has a lot of benefits, um, and it is a useful way to spend your time. It's a creative outlet for those of you that don't think you're very creative or anything. You can discover a lot when you start painting. And it's also something that you can pass on to your kids that's actually useful and that they may be able to use when they're older. Okay, so the mental health benefits we'll start with first. It boosts self esteem. Nothing better than that. Everybody needs a good self esteem boost. By creating paintings or art, it kind of makes you feel good about yourself, that you're doing something useful and that you're creating something that you can hang on your wall and look at. It boosts psychological resilience and resistance to stress. So it's kind of like meditation. So you're able to keep a good train of thought while you're painting and you're able to focus better. And you can apply that to other activities after you're done painting. Um, and a really interesting fact is that a doctor, Dr. Arnold Bretsky, developed a program for dementia and Alzheimer's patients where they would use art therapy, and it seen a 70% success rate in the patient's memory. So that's pretty cool. Them being able to use art and use painting as a way to kind of make those connections in your brain fire and start being able to retrieve memories. And it's related to meditation, and meditation is good for you. It's therapeutic, and it helps you to, like I said earlier, focus. It helps you to kind of um, put your mind on like autopilot and not have to be constantly worrying about stuff, worrying about what you're going to do later, and focus on what you're doing at the present moment. So it helps you kind of stay in the here and now and helps you to meditate on what you're doing. So, on to the next. Painting is a useful way to spend time, obviously. It's better than being on social media or surfing the internet or any of those other things. You know, after you're done doing that, your eyes kind of hurt and your brain is, you got a headache. So, it's a healthy way to spend your time. It's not expensive. All you need to buy is the paint. So if you're going to paint something like a wall, it might be a little more expensive. But if you're just painting a picture, then all you need is craft paint, some paint brushes, and whatever surface you're painting on. So it's really affordable. And it can help you feel like you accomplished something or did something worthwhile. And I said that before, that it would boost your self esteem. So after you get done, then you can feel like, for one, you accomplished something and you actually finished a task. If you're anything like me, I start a lot of things and then I don't finish them. So that's pretty cool when you feel like you have accomplished something by finishing a painting. And then you can hang it on the wall, show it off, and maybe even realize that you're pretty talented. So the next thing is painting is a creative outlet. Um, it's a very creative outlet. It helps you to use your mind and think creatively. And you can use your favorite colors uh, to paint something that you like, and that'll kind of stimulate your brain activity and make you feel good. If you're using colors you like and creating something that is from your own mind, it can be fun. It helps you to use your brain to wonder and discover things you've never thought of. So, as you're painting, drawing or whatever, you kind of can let your mind wander and start drawing something and that lead to another thing. And it's really good for your brain. So the next thing is that painting can be passed on to children. So that's a really good thing. If you want to pass something on to your kids, you don't want it to be a bad habit or just some, you don't want it to be anything negative. So it's a positive thing. You're teaching your kid the arts. And that's, a really good thing for them to have when they're adults. Uh, they can benefit from all of the mental health benefits. And as they're growing, it's good for them to kind of learn those things instead of not learning how to cope with their emotions and having anxiety. And then as they get older, then they have to learn. So if they learn first, then they're able to use it their whole life and kind of avoid all the, well, not all those situations, but a few of them. Kids can also learn creative and critical thinking skills from creating art. It helps them to use their imaginations and kind of use critical thinking skills, like what would look good next. So that type of thing. And it can be a good way for you to bond with your kids and teach them something that they'll be able to carry with them for the rest of their lives. And then they'll be able to pass it down. And, who knows, maybe they'll end up being a really good artist. So that's a really good benefit. Um, Okay, so pretty much all in all, we've obviously discovered that painting has a lot of benefits. You can teach it to your kids, and you learn something new about yourself by doing it. You can learn that you're really good at it and you enjoy it, or you might learn that you really don't like it, but it's worth a try. It builds a stronger and healthier mind, and it's a wonderful and affordable hobby. So if you're on a budget like me, then uh, it's a pretty good way to pass time during the day if you have nothing to do or after work and be able to relax and not have to spend a lot of money. So I hope that everybody's enjoyed my speech and hopefully you got a new perspective on painting.